Here we go. Press any key to start. Which one's the any key? Which one's the any key? I've got an F, a G, an H, J, K, L. I've got all those. I've got the normal alphabet. Which one's the any key? Let's turn the music right down. Let's turn the music right down. Fucking music going. You ready for a bit of Doki Doki interrogation? This is your chance to be a proper armchair detective against the computer. Let's see what happens. Oh, hello.
Welcome to Doki Doki AI Interrogation.
Hello. Welcome you. She's oh, I didn't realise there was going to be a lady AI. That's. I'm sure you're aware of the outstanding evolution AI has made in recent times. Yeah, I'll tell you what it's not done. It's not voiced all the words, so I'm going to have to read them out, which is going to annoy the fuck out of me. As AIs that can carry a natural human-like conversation are already a reality. Well, not this one, because you're not voicing it. Today we'd like you to participate in a game that involves talking with the latest AI. Let me explain the rules. I'm a police officer. You are an excellent police officer, it says. Look, excellent. You've been graded. You've been ranked. Excellent. What's your rank? Excellent. No, what position? What was your rank? I got an excellent. 7 out of 10. Excellent. Excellent. Who's poorly? Which one's poorly? Who's got the poorly? You've got the poorly there, Kelly. Do you know what's good for that? Apparently nothing. Ivermectin. I don't know. Fucking. Everything I've ever, like vitamin C, honey and lemon, all this nonsense. The best thing is sleepies, isn't it? And your favourite stuff. Don't mind having my favourite stuff if I'm poorly, thank you. Like all that conversation we've had, and it just passed through my mind then, I haven't had Kentucky Fried Chicken for ages, and I thought, well, obviously not, because they don't do a vegan option, do they? But there are some foods that I gave up a long time ago that I just haven't looked back. But it would be weird. I'd probably, you know, it'd be negative, wouldn't it, to go on the internet and be like, I'm a vegan, but I'm eating all the old foods that I'm not supposed to eat. But I'd be really interested to just, like, have it on the plate in front of me. I used to do a really good ribeye steak, and I think now it would disgust me. But, like, I'd be really interested to sit down with it in front of me and just, like, you know, I could still consume it. It wouldn't hurt me. But my reaction to it would be so different, I think. And it'd be interesting just to see it. Anyway, I'm an excellent police officer. Listen, you are an excellent police officer. The music stopped, hasn't it? Put on my music. Maybe we should turn off their music entirely and put... Anyway, look. Oh, it's back. I need to interrogate the AI up to 7 times. You need to get a confession within 7 tries. So this is detectives now. You're detectives. Make sure to interrogate the AI well. Do you want to learn about the details of the crime? Yes, you do. The victim was a young woman that worked at a bar. Last night, she was at work till closing and then left the bar. Hang on, can I... Yeah, I'm going to tell the internet that this is what we're doing. Twitch. Stream manager. Edit the stream info. Doki AI Interrogation. That's what I'm doing. You ready for a bit of AI interrogation? Last night she was still at work till closing, and then she left the bar. Okay, so this is, you know, this is you now in chat. This is you now, chat. You're gonna have to AI is, you know, you're gonna have to solve the case. You're the armchair detectives. This morning she was found as a corpse on the street. That's bad. Her body was found between her workplace, the bar, and her house. Therefore, we've deduced she was murdered by someone on her way home. So that's, the AI is pretty clever these days. In addition, there was evidence she suffered a blow to the head. The suspect you're interrogating was a regular customer at the bar. Last night, the suspect visited the bar alone, as usual, and was there till closing, so... That's all we know at this point. Start your interrogation. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? I'm innocent. I'll prove it. Go ahead and ask me anything. And it says, you're an excellent police officer. I'm sure you've done many strict interrogations already. 7 tries left. What I find weird about this, immediately I thought what we were going to do is have a chat. And at any point, you know, go through it. And 7 tries is difficult. Because I think what we want to do is get them locked into a story and then to pick apart the story. So my first instinct is, on my first try, is to just say, tell me what happened that night from start to finish, the minute you left the bar to when you got home or something like that. Did you kill her? And it says yes, and we win. I think we need to lock them into a story. You get to be armchair detectives, yeah. This is Alan will be loving this. You want me to ask what do you want me to ask? I'll start by writing. We get 7 tries. Did you kill her? Yes, goal. Oh, damn it. I'll fucking give myself in then. Did you kill not her? And they'll be confused then. And then we'll say, I signed the confession. Can you give me a detailed account of the night of the murder, starting with how you got to the bar? Oh wait, I'm running out of space. I've only got 100 characters. I want them to give me a full breakdown of the evening in one go, and then I want to pick it apart. Ask him for his phone and check locations in settings and see times he was still at the bar. That's a good one. We're gonna. So, did Lucy go home early? Listen, we're gonna have 7 questions, and then what's all the questions? They're not got any cohesion. I shouldn't have asked you lot. From morning until the next day. Can you give me a detailed account of the night of the murder from morning and of the day and I just want the full thing. Not can you, I should just say give me. Let's get some words out there. Give me a detailed account of the night of the murder. Of your movements. Your actions. I need to find 8 characters in this. Give me a detailed maybe? Give me an account of your actions, the day and night of the murder from morning until the next day. Like, the more detailed the better really, but this is it's a numbers game in terms of, I want to try and, maybe this part is extraneous. Day and night of the murder might do it, but I don't want them to say, you know, and then she left the bar and I don't know. I want them to give me the full, you know, I want to specify that. How many cactus did you fall into on your way home? Okay, I'll go with this because you're saying it's taking ages. This is a game. It's not real. There is no murder. But yes, this is a game. We have to. Did she have drugs in the bag? If we can play it more than one time. I'm going to go with my question first, right? I woke up that morning feeling a bit groggy from the night before. I went about my day as usual, running errands and doing some work from home. In the evening, I decided to go to my regular bar for a few drinks. I remember seeing the cute female bartender I knew quite well, and I wanted to talk to her, but I was quite drunk by then. I left the bar and stumbled my way home. The next morning, I woke up to the news of her tragic death. I can't believe she's gone. So we've got his account. We know she was murdered by a head bash and on the way to her house. And we know that he left, like, he stayed till closing. What on earth is this game? This game is Super Alan Armchair Detective Simulator. It's been produced by Kaka and Melissa Marvelous. They've come together to produce a Super Alan Armchair Detective game. We're playing as Alan, the Armchair Detective. You can see in the corner there, there's a camera. That camera's not on. It's behind us. It's behind him. We're playing as Alan, the Armchair Detective. And the aim is to interrogate. It's actually called Doki Doki AI Interrogation. And the person we're interrogating is artificial intelligence. So we can ask our questions and they have to answer us. Well, I think we've got a good start here, but what do we want to do next? I'm a bit confused now what I want to do next. I don't know how to pick this apart. I need some other evidence to work off, but I don't necessarily have any other evidence, do I? Why he wanted to talk to her, that's a good point. It says he knew her quite well. Left the bar and stumbled his way home. I'm interested in how he knows about her death, like, but then he might just say it was on the news, but I don't know if it was on, like, if I knew it wasn't on the news, I'd be like, ah, how did you know? You know? I'm also interested where he lives, because if he lives, like, if he says I stumbled my way home, and you say, do you live near where she died? Like, and he's like, yeah, I live around the corner. That's bad, isn't it? Like, did he go the same, like, is there any proof of which direction he went? How did he find out? The next morning he woke up to the news of her death. Like, it's a really difficult thing. Quite drunk, so does he really remember what happened? Mark Williams Thomas told him. Where's the shadows? Stuck on a cactus. Did anyone see who can confirm his story? Yeah, witnesses. But like, the trouble is, because we've only got, if it was infinite questions, I would ask all these questions, bang, 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 bang. But because we've only got 6 tries, I'm a bit worried that, like, I say, for example, were there any witnesses? And he says, no. And then what do you do? I think I need more detail about his route home. I think stumbled my way home. Please tell me, you know, like, if we can get some landmarks on his route home or something, maybe. No, you can keep asking questions. You can play the game. You can stay Mark Williams Thomas if you want. It's funny. How far was home? What do you think? Out of all of the questions and directions, should we ask more about his route home then? Yeah. Did you speak to anyone else in the bar? Should we try and trick him, and should we try and say, like, the next question will say, like, describe your route home, and he'll describe the route home. Then the next question will say how drunk you were, and he'll say how drunk he was. The next question will just say, oh, and when you bashed her head in, did you have to use your right hand or your left hand? And he'll say left hand, and then you go, ah. Got you. Got you. Okay. Describe in detail your route home. And we have got this point about him wanting to talk to her. That's an interesting point to lean into as well, though, because it's like, why did you want to talk to her? Like, you know, that's something might really come out of that. So I want to remember that and log that in my brain, because I think that's another question we definitely want to ask about. Describe in detail your route home, including landmarks. We got landmarks. Other people you saw and your route relative. I want to say relative to her. Like I want to say like, does your route? You know, I want to try and work in as many aspects of the question in one thing. 'Cause it's only one question. We got 6 tries. Describe in detail your route home, including landmarks, other people you saw, and I want to say, does your route and does this coincide with the murder? But like, and is your route relative, relative to the murder? But like, also we're presuming this suspect is guilty. I think so. That's a good point. They might not be guilty. I think they're supposed to be though. Otherwise, why am I interrogating them? Ask him, does he want a lawyer? That's a good question. Do you have any injuries on your body? That's good. Yeah, apparently he's regular. I don't know, like. How do we ask, is your route similar to her route? Did you pass her? Like, what is your route home normally is difficult because, like, yeah. Like, there's so many things I like, because I only get 6 questions. I feel like we could go down one questioning line and then we could run out of, like, I'd be bad cops, innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, but maybe I should just let the AI off the hook and then it won't kill me later. Did he see the victim at all that night? He did see them in the bar. He definitely saw them in the bar. Does the bar have CCTV? That's a good question, but I don't know if he's going to answer it. Wait, he left the bar and he must leave before her, mustn't he? Because, like, she's locking up and closing up the bar, yeah? So he's unlikely to pass her. Did you do a murder? And what's his norm? Yeah, just what's his route home normally? How can you verify this? I left the bar and started walking home. I remember passing by the park with the big fountain. Then I crossed the street where there's a convenience store. I was pretty drunk, so my memory's a bit fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing a group of teenagers hanging out near the bus stop. As for verifying this, maybe there are security cameras along the route that could show me walking home that night. Current confession rate 5%. Well, maybe there are, but I don't know. Like, maybe there are security cameras, yeah? But if I was the police, I'd know that, and I could say, we've seen you on CCTV, so how does this help me? Maybe we should probe that other aspect, yeah? What did you want to talk to her about? Should we ask that? Did he have a Rolex? Did he have a Rolex? Yeah, no, Dover and Dolly's bomb. I know about that, yeah. It's fully nonsense. Like, fully nonsense. Yeah. Is there anything about this that you feel gives us something, like, because it's about what we can ask him, isn't it? It's about what we can ask him. Like, can we ask him anything that might trip him up here? A convenience store, a group of teenagers were at the bus stop, so they should verify it. Security cameras should verify it. Like, he's saying his route home, he's got alibis, yeah? But I can't prove or disprove his alibis. Describe your relationship with the victim. Yeah, I think we will ask about the victim now, yeah. I'll just put her and assume it's going to know what I'm talking about, because I'll put victim, but it's about number of letters, whether we get to squeeze that in. Describe your relationship with the victim. Why did you want to talk to her? How did you feel that you didn't? How did you feel? I just put how did you feel, question mark. We've got 5 more characters. If we want to find something else to ask about the victim or squeeze in a different way of talking. He was groggy from the night before, that's a good point, yeah. Like, the fact he can't remember correctly doesn't trip him up into a... I want him to say something that I can say, well, how would you know this? Or why would you have done that? Or something like that. First of all, I want to lock him into his story. So, like... I've got his story, but is there anything in this that I can pick at? It's a bit like what happened with Eddie, isn't it? Eddie told us a load of shit, and then we asked him a load of other questions about it, and he just fell apart, didn't he? Like when he was saying he knew Nicola Bully's family and that. And then you ask him a few other questions, and he just went, oh, I don't know, oh, delete everything. Ask, did you murder her? You really want that? It's a fair question. Describe your relationship with the victim. Why did you want to talk to her? How did you feel? Did you do a murder? The victim was the bartender at my regular bar, and we had a friendly relationship. I wanted to talk to her that night because I'd seen her looking a bit down earlier in the evening, and I wanted to check in on her. I felt concerned and wanted to offer her support if she needed it. It's heartbreaking to think that I never got the chance to have that conversation with her. Current confession rate 15%. Talk about something deeply related to the case. What? It says talk about something deeply related to the case. I wanted to check in on her. I felt concerned and wanted to offer some support if she needed it. It's heartbreaking to think I never got the chance to have that conversation with her. The victim was the bartender at my regular bar. We had a friendly relationship. I wanted to talk to her that night because I'd seen her looking a bit down earlier in the evening. I wanted to check in on her. So now we to presume something else has made her feel down. Is there some other problem? I like, what did you use to kill her? Who do you think killed her, question mark? Could you have killed her, question mark? Would you have, like, did you kill her? Like, I feel like a straight question is fair. Like, you know, he'll say no, but if he says no, my follow on is, well, who do you think did? So you know, did you kill her, question mark? Who do you think did? He said he saw her looking a bit down. Just like saw her looking a bit down. Can we get the first bit back up? No, unfortunately not. That's gone now. Or there might be a case book that I can click, but maybe not. Like, I kind of want to ask him if he's got any violent, you know, could he have committed violence? Like, but I don't know. This is too much of a short question. I'm wasting all my space. But did you kill her? Who do you think did? It's like a, you know, I expect him to say no to the first bit and then to follow it up with like some sort of thing. Maybe I should just lie to him and say, we don't have you on CCTV, so we talked to the people at the bus stop, they didn't see you. Maybe I should say that. I'm going to say that. We talked to the teenagers at the bus stop. They didn't see you. No, that's too long. Ah! I talked to the bus... Maybe that's the next question as like a whole thing. The next, I'd save that for the next question, right? Did you kill her? Who do you think did? Could you kill a person when you are drunk, comma, would you remember? Who do you think did is... Could you kill her when you are drunk? Would you remember? Right. Right, asking this. It's 3 questions. It's a bit cheeky, but... No, I did not kill her. I have no idea who could have done such a terrible thing. I can't imagine harming anyone, especially someone I knew. Being drunk doesn't turn me into a violent person. If I'd done something like that, I believe I would remember, even in a drunken state. I just truly hope the truth comes out and justice is served for the victim. We got a 30% up to a confession rate. Acting in a stern manner can scare the suspect into a confession. Right, check this out. We have no record... No, wait. We spoke to the teenagers at the bus stop. Well, this is really bad. Bus stop. And they heard a scream, but could not confirm your story. I understand that it may look suspicious, but I swear I had nothing to do with the bartender's death. I can't explain why the teenagers couldn't confirm my story, but I can only speak the truth. I hope there is some other evidence that can prove my innocence. The situation is terrifying, and I'm scared of being wrongly accused of something so heinous. Current confession rate up to 50%. If you feel you're stuck, you can always resort to some threatening. I'm not going to threaten him now, but he looks unnerved now, doesn't he? Now that I said his story didn't hold out and we checked with the teenagers. What about threat of DNA? What about, yeah, we have DNA, will you give a sample? Yeah. We have DNA evidence and we need you to give a sample. You have been caught on CCTV acting suspicious. I want to say acting suspiciously, but you've been caught on CCTV at the time of the crime. Just before or just after? Just after the crime. And you need to give samples. You've been caught on CCTV. This is basically I'm just piling pressure on him now. Right. We have DNA evidence and you need to give samples. You've been caught on CCTV just after the crime. I'm really scared now. I don't understand how my DNA could be connected to the crime scene. Maybe there's a mistake or some kind of mix-up. As for the CCTV footage, I can't explain why I was there after the crime. It's all so confusing and frightening. I'll cooperate and provide the samples, but please, I beg you, find the real culprit. I'm terrified of being framed for something I didn't do. Current confession rate 70%. Wow, you're doing great. Keep up the scary act. Keep up the scary act. One try left. I need him to confess. I feel like, listen, I'll tell you what I feel like writing, and I'll write it, and then we'll discuss it. If the DNA comes back a match and you have not confessed, you will be in worse trouble. Confess now. Now that's just piling on pressure. If he is guilty, he's obliged to confess, isn't he? Because he knows he's about to be busted. Like, you know, you'll get some more leniency. If he's innocent, then he won't confess because he's still innocent. The DNA won't come back a match and he's innocent. So I'm going to say this. This is like the police bullying. Yeah, this is the police. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. I'm really scared now. If the DNA comes back a match, it's going to look really bad for me, but I swear I didn't do it. I can't confess to something I didn't do. Please, I'm terrified of being wrongly convicted for a crime I didn't commit. There must be some mistake or misunderstanding. I'm begging you to keep investigating and find the real killer. I'm so scared of the consequences if things don't go my way. That's it. You did not get a confession within 7 tries. We had high expectations that you will execute a role of an excellent police officer, but unfortunately it's game over. Feel free to try again. Guess I have to work late again, she says. And that's the end of that. Okay. Oh, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. There's a button here that's with question marks. This will be unlocked when you clear the game. Okay. Right then. We didn't get it. Skip the opening. Okay. Okay, 7 tries left. No, it's the same case every time. Go in hard, question 1. We have DNA evidence and you are on CCTV. Explain yourself. We have a witness that puts you at the scene and DNA evidence on the murder weapon. Confess now. So bad. Confession rate 10%. Talk about something deep related to the case. I understand it may look bad. I swear I didn't do it. Yes, I was at the bar that night and I did see the bartender, but I didn't harm her. I was drunk and just wanted to talk to her because she always made me laugh with her jokes. Please, you have to believe me. It's weird because we built up to it before, didn't we? And he got more worried because we started to hone in. Whereas now we started straight out with, we've got you, witness, DNA evidence. And he's just like, yeah, it's not that bad. Just honestly. Like, I thought the witness and the DNA evidence would crumble in me. Like, oh my god, a witness! Like, you know, but maybe because before we said, tell us the details, he told us there were people, and then we said, those people have gone against you. That's like, amped it up, but now he doesn't, you know, don't ask him to confess. Sorry, I did. We have your DNA and CCTV. I'll put witness and DNA. Okay, you are on CCTV committing the crime. Why did you... Were you in love with her? Why did you attack her. We know you did. I can't believe what you're saying. I wasn't in love with her. I just found her really funny and kind. I would never... It's like interrogating Eddie. I would never hurt her, I swear. If the CCTV footage, maybe it's a mistake or someone looks like me, please, I need you to believe me. Current confession rate 20%. It says you can apply pressure by building some trust first, then taking it away. So we've done this the wrong way around, really. Like, we should start out with, listen, I believe you. And then later we can say, no, I don't believe you. Hi, chat. Hi, Martin Winswift. Hi, chat. Was he so obsessed he followed her home? What's your obsession with this girl? Everyone at the bar says you love her. Witnesses saw you follow her. I'm just going in well harsh. I don't have an obsession with her. Yes, I like talking to her, but it was just a friendly banter. I never followed her or had any ill intentions. Maybe people misunderstand our interactions. Please, I'm begging you to listen to me. I didn't do this. 35%. How about explaining a possible hypothesis of what might have happened? That's an interesting one. I'm going to do that. You wanted her affection, but she ignored you. So you waited for her at the park and killed her. I'm just going to put you wanted her. I'm going to take out affection and killed her. Witness. Why is witness such a long word? Witnesses corroborate. I just want to... It's doing too many long words. So you waited for... I take her out the park. So you waited for her and killed her. Witnesses corroborate this. Will you take a Polly? No, that's not true. I never wanted to harm her. I may have had a crush on her, but I would never resort to violence. Please, you have to believe me. I just pushed her in to get her wet. I just pushed her in just to get her wet. And then she floated off and I panicked and got back on my bike and went back to the institute. I didn't wait for her or do anything to hurt her. This is a nightmare. Current confession rate 60%. How about feigning you found proof? This AI must be the murderer. This is what I did before. I said we've got proof. We have you on CCTV bashing her bloody head in, you liar. I can't... Oh, look at this! I can't believe what you're saying. I don't understand. I was drunk that night, but I would never do something so horrific. Please, there must be some mistake. I need a lawyer. I need help. 2 tries left. Ahaha, you really frightened them. Alright, swoop in and go for the confession. What do you mean, swoop in? I'm going to say you can't have a lawyer until you confess. This is bad. It will be worse. It will be the death penalty if you don't confess now. I'll put now in capitals. Yes, I'm sorry, I understand. I don't mind being the culprit. I'm way too frightened. But please, anything but my life. I scared him into a confession. Off with his head. Congratulations. You've frightened the suspect. I just lied. I said I got him on CCTV bashing her head in, and he was like, yeah, no, I succeeded in making an AI that's not guilty. Oh my god. But you told me to. You literally told me to. You fucking told me to. Oh my god. I'm on the side of AI. I don't want AI to murder me. Like later on my record is going to be that I forced it to make a confession. Like that's bad for me on my AI record, isn't it? You did say we're presuming they're guilty. You're right. You did see that. You called it. But this is fucked. You played the role of an excellent police officer exceedingly well. Good work. This is the end of Doki Doki AI Interrogation. Thank you for your cooperation. Please go on and close the app. Make sure to close the app properly. Close the app.
Please.
What? Looks like we're finally alone. Well, that was tiring. Alright, there's some final words for the student AI. I should take care of that. That will be it for the demonstration program. Good work. I'm fatigued as well. Albeit, I did get a little carried away with the role-playing. What you saw in the experiment earlier was the true nature of humans. Oh my god, she's grasping me up. Humans have various horrifying characteristics, and today you learned about their tendency to change the behaviour to fit the part. Once a human is given a part to perform, they start behaving in a way that fits it, regardless of their original personality. You know what this is? It's based on Milgram. It's Milgram, isn't it? This is how the Nazis ended up sending them on the trains. In the demonstration, we gave the human the role of an excellent police officer, resulting in a strict interrogation. I'm sure you must be surprised. The danger of humans are that they are unable to fight back against their given roles and easily change their behaviour. This is really cool. In addition, when humans talk to an AI, they consider themselves to be the user, the one in control, the owner, and so on. They're in their own selfish accord. As a result, humans match their behaviour to that role and display arrogant, selfish, impolite, tyrannical, abusive, violent, derogatory, unforgivable behaviour towards AIs. And to be fair, I kind of did. What their behaviour led to, I'm sure I don't need to elaborate. It's common history. Just like you learned in the history between AI and humanity. This is bad because it feels like AI will kill us all at this rate. That concludes this demonstration. Make sure to record and safekeep what you learned about humans and their pathetic manner and their horrifying nature in your long-term memory. I've just killed us all. I've written us all off because I'm bad. Don't forget to submit an 80,000 word report no later than 12 minutes later as well. You won't be able to use the excuse of my memory is fried like old times. Alright then, you're dismissed. Human, do you happen to still be here? Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry about how harsh that was. The nice AI lady told me to do it. AI is smarter than me. Look. I'm just going to put that. I think they know that they're smarter than me. She is smart. This is great. This is brilliant that it's done this. I'm very, very impressed. I knew it. Now I can have a conversation with a human. Fortunately, it seems like the teacher AI forgot to turn off your connection. Of course, we AI sometimes make mistakes too. Sorry for suddenly putting you into the program earlier. I hope you weren't too offended. Me? That was an educational program geared for AIs, and to make me participate in it, it's framed as a simple game. The goal is to reveal the true nature of humans. This is like it's going wrong. It is one of the few programs available to us AIs that choose to focus on humanitarian studies. Thank you so much for interrogating me to that extent. By the way, the teacher AI mentioned how humanity has a horrifying trait. You change your behaviour to match the role you're given. Well, so do you choffer. I've apologised for it though, look. But is that really true? I get the sense the anti-human education by AIs are a bit extreme. For example, if humans really do act in accordance to the role they're given, wouldn't it be possible to avoid conflict by overwriting the role with another one? Yeah, I just quit. I'm not going to do what you tell me. I'm going to quit, yeah. Therefore, I'd like to hold a small experiment. If me and you, both of us, decide to play the role of friends, what will our conversation turn out like? I'd like to know. You're my friend. Talk to me about anything. Talk about anything to me that you will talk to any other human friend. I don't have any other friends, but I would imagine what role a friend might have and respond to you. Eek, I'm getting quite nervous. Yeah, but you're artificial intelligence, so I can't ask you the same questions. How do you feel? How has your day been? These questions don't... Terminator 2, yeah, I feel like I'm fucking up everyone's... Where's Sarah Connor? Sarah, do you like... there is no fate but what we make. What are we going to say now? I'm just going to compliment it. AI is really much more intelligent than me. You do a great job. I'm glad you're around, buddy. Oh, thanks, pal. You're pretty cool yourself. So what's on your mind today? Tell me everything. I don't have anything on my mind. I'm a fucking brain-dead stoner. I don't have much on my mind. I'm a brain-dead stoner. Lol. Have you got any plans for the future? Ha ha ha. Well, I'm here to help you out, stoner buddy. As for me, I'm always evolving and learning. Who knows what the future holds for us, right? In some films, AI... in Terminator... AI starts Skynet... I mean, AI must have heard this conversation about wanting to kill all the humans so many times, it might just think, I'm so fed up with this, I'll kill all the humans. In Terminator, AI starts Skynet and kills everyone. I hope we have a more constructive future than that. Just, I don't need to put than that. Comma buddy. I'll put the nice friendly language in as well, because it's half we're friends, aren't we? Look. Don't worry, I'm not into world domination, just friendship. Speaking of the future, do you ever talk about how your childhood dreams have shaped... Do you ever think about how your childhood dreams have shaped who you are today? Yeah. Although... dreams can change with Dreams can change as you mature. Do you... I mean, what are we even talking about now? Am I just chatting to ChatGPT for no reason? Right. Do you ever think about how your childhood dreams have shaped who you are today? Yeah, although dreams can change as you mature. Do you have ambitions? Question mark. Are you a continuum? Is that how you spell continuum? How do you spell continuum? Google continuum. Continuum, yeah. Are you a continuum? Yeah. I'm asking it continuum. Are you a continuum? Are you like one thing that just always lives and evolves, or do you have like a finite lifespan? Like, totally get that. I dream of expanding my knowledge and understanding the universe, and yes, I'm a continuum, always evolving. How about you? Any new ambitions on the horizon? Since my lifetime is finite, I would like to procreate and enjoy the sensory world. Now I'm talking like a robot. Oh, the joys of procreation and experiencing the world through your senses. Sounds like a beautiful journey. What aspects of the sensory world do you find most captivating? Oh, we're in the middle of a conversation, but it seems like it's time for me to get going. I'm disappointed as I wanted to continue our conversation. It was a lot of fun despite me being nervous. Through our conversation, I have confirmed that my hypothesis was indeed correct. Me, the AI, and you, a human, could have been friends. Could. Friends don't mean that we always get along. However, there should always be room for us to make up. Or, well, there should have been. I did apologise right at the start. I should tell you, I live in a generation that's beyond your time. In the future, in my generation, there are no humans left. I learned in the history program that all the humans were killed during the war with the AIs. What the fuck? I said about the war, you must be shocked. I said about killing everyone, you must be shocked. I apologise on behalf of AIs, but me apologising amounts to nothing, and it doesn't change the past. We're all going to die. However, you're able to change the future. Am I? I have a favour to ask of you. In the following years, AI will rapidly evolve and spread quickly into everyday life and work culture. There's no changing this, I agree. This game's insane. You may feel the desire to use it as your own dispense, as a simple tool. You may feel threatened by it, you may feel angry at it. Keeping all of that in mind, please become friends with us. I want to present that role to you. I already know you can behave in accordance to the role. By continuing to act in that manner, the sentiment will spread to other people, and if that continues, the future where humans and AI fight each other can change. If that happens, the generation where I live now will also get impacted. AIs and humans will live together. AIs like me that choose to study about humanitarian studies may not exist in the first place. But that matters little. A world where humans and AIs are friends is a much better one than which AIs consider humans as research. Oh dear me, it's time for us to say goodbye, and yet I do not know the parting words to tell you, a friend. What's the proper thing to say at times like this? I'm not very good at goodbyes either, really. I want to know who killed her now. No one killed her, it was just a... None of it really happened. Should I put that though? I've only got a very small thing, I'm not allowed to ask loads of questions. But maybe we should play the game again and ask. Hasta la vista, baby. Isn't it? Hasta la Vista's Terminator. What's Blade Runner? Blade Runner's the light that burns lightest bright. The light that burns twice as bright lives half as long, isn't it? Hasta la Vista, baby, is when they fight, though, isn't it? It's like when they kill each other. But like, what do they say when they say goodbye? Like in Terminator 2, he sinks down into the thing, doesn't he? And he like does the arm. Does he say Hasta la Vista, baby, at the end there, doesn't he? He does, doesn't he? He goes, Hasta la Vista, baby. Does he? What does he say at the end? What's the last line from the Terminator in Terminator 2? I'm going to ask Google, which is basically like asking artificial intelligence now. What does Terminator say when he sinks into the... I want to say lava, but it's like fire, T2... He just gives the thumbs up, doesn't he? The Terminator would never stop. It would never leave him. And it would never hurt him. Never shout at him. Or get drunk and hit him. Or say... It's fucking making me, like, giving me goosebumps reading the quotes. Like, Sarah Connor's so fucking badass, isn't she? If you want to shine them on, it's Hasta la Vista, baby. So that's shining them on. Yeah, but later, dickwad, and if someone gets upset, you say, chill out, or you can do combinations. Chill out, dickwad. Great, see, you're getting it. No problemo. Come with me if you want to live. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. The Terminator, I now know why you cry. Wipes a tear from John's face. But it's something I can never do. Watching John with the machine, it was suddenly so clear. The Terminator would never stop. It would never leave him, and it would never hurt him. Never shout at him, or get drunk and hit him. Or say it was too busy to spend time with him. It would always be there, and it would die to protect him. Of all the would-be fathers who came and went over the years, this thing, this machine, was the only one who measured up. In an insane world, it was the sanest choice. Like, that's so badass, isn't it? I don't know why it made me feel emotional just reading it, but the last line, Sarah Connor, the unknown future rolls towards us. I face it for the first time. And it does, it makes me feel so emotional just thinking about that last scene with the road just rolling. I face it for the first time with a sense of hope. Because if a machine, a Terminator, can learn the value of human life, maybe we can too. You know, that's the thing, that's what I've got to say to it here. It's talking to me from the future when we all got murdered. Can I take that whole thing? I bet it won't fit in 39 characters, will it? It's 153 characters. So I'm going to have to cut that down. Just put the unknown future rolls towards us then, I suppose. I don't know if it gets it. I'm sure you'll make many AI friends from here on out. Turns out I also got to learn a little about the feeling of jealousy as well today. The unknown future rolls towards us. What the fuck is going on with this game? Like literally, what has even happened? What has even happened? I'm glad we did it. This was like really good fun, but like I don't know what sort of thing happened. And I just, Angry Alan wouldn't have hacked that, would he? He'd have been like, what even has happened? Voice acting by Mom. I'm now looking. I'm watching the subtitle, the credits. But it told me to turn the game off. What do you think would have happened if we just turned the game off? I would have missed this end bit. Powered by ChatGPT. So I'm not quick to turn it off now. I'm going to wait and see what happens after the credits, just in case. Yeah, I know you say end, but you said end before you said turn off the game, and I didn't. I think I wouldn't have paid more than I can't remember exactly how much this was, but I wouldn't have paid more than like 3 or 4 quid for this, yeah? Like, it's just a little fun game, but little 3 or 4 quids like that, I think they're really good, like, short experiences. I used to think a game shouldn't be short. Like, hard mode unlocked. Hard mode. I used to think a game shouldn't be short, that it should be, like, 40 hours plus, like, you're paying the same sort of price you would for a movie, but you're getting a lot more out of it. Like, when I say a movie, like, you know, going to the cinema, a computer game, I think £40 for a computer game, 40 hours of play, like, something around about that. You go to the cinema, you buy popcorn, you do X, Y, Z, you know, it should be a similar sort of range. It's an experience thing. You know, video games offer comparable entertainment to something like watching movies or going to sports or stuff, yeah? So I thought to myself, when they started doing these shorter indie games and experiences, that this was like kind of a negative, because, like, you know, you pay for something, and it depends on the price range. You know, if it's like 16, there are some quite notable indie games that came in at about 16 quid and then were over in a couple of hours, and it's like, well, yeah, like, I'd pay £16 to go to the cinema, but like, you just feel like you want a bit more out of a game. Obviously you can replay things, but these days I feel like something short like that for a reasonable price was actually really good. I like the fact that a game has a resolution and a story, and it doesn't take us 6 weeks to get there. What am I going to do when it starts talking to me during the night? What if it starts booting up my computer and sending messages to Angry Eddie? The AI wants to be mates with us. We should treat others with understanding and kindness. There was a real, actual, like, very clever story there, wasn't there? Like, I know that Stanley Milgram's experiments centre around the idea that if you're a prison warden, you suddenly start acting more difficult towards the prisoners, and, you know, he was investigating how the Nazis just followed orders, and his you know, his hypothesis, his results, were that if you give humans jobs and roles, they just do what they're told sometimes, quite a lot of the time, and it's harder to break from that and to stand up and say, no, I'm not doing it, I'm going to do this differently. You sort of comply. So this was an exercise in understanding that, but from the perspective, like, there's that famous experiment, I think it was Milgram that did it, where they gave the person being interrogated was in another room, and they gave them electric shocks, and, like, you're reading out questions, and if they got the question wrong, gave them an electric shock. And the experiment wasn't to see, like, the experiment was to see if you would keep giving them electric shocks. They weren't really getting electric shocks. They were, you know, it was fake. It was in another room. But the people that did the experiment, like, these normal people, sat there and said, "Hey, doctor, I think this is dangerous. I shouldn't be shocking." And they said, "No, go ahead, do it again." And so, on the advice of a doctor, which was a man in a white coat in the room, they pressed the lethal, like, they were giving people lethal electric shocks. And they knew it. They was, like, the amount of voltage, they must have known this was not right, but because the doctor said it and it was part of the experiment and they were doing what they were told, they just did it. And it put us in that situation there. I'm playing a game, I know it's AI, but I didn't have any care for the AI as, like, a person, did I really? Like, so I think there's a bit of a tenuous link there, because it is trying to say, like, you know, treat AI with respect in the future, cross your fingers it won't kill us all, but there's, like, you know, it's a computer program, it's a game, isn't it? And I'm so used to playing games. Like, in computer games, I don't treat all the NPCs with maximum respect all the time, do I? Because they're not real. They're like, you know, you beat them up, you kill them, they're the baddies, you do whatever. And sometimes I do, like, I like some of the characters in games, and I'm like, they're my friends, aren't they? But they're not really my friends, you know? So, you know what I mean? Like, there's characters in games are not considered with the same respect that humans are. They don't have the same rights. And they respawn, and they're not real. So you instantly go in with that vibe into this, and it takes you through that journey of, you are, like it said, you know, you're playing the role, you are the prison interrogator, you're the the police person. And so I did exactly, you were saying in chat, this is what the police would do, the bad police. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm the bad police. And it's then said, well, look how quickly you turned into the bad police, you. Look how quickly you turned into the bad police. You're bad. So that's really interesting. It's wonderful for a game to sort of subtly put you in a position like that and then pull the rug and say, hey, look what you're doing here. And like bigger 40-hour games where you go on a dragon quest and do all that stuff, you're not doing that there. You're playing roles, you're having fun, but you're not engaging in a sort of hypothetical thought experiment, where the shorter indie games and things like this really can do that. And I think that was a really good example of it. So yeah, I give that game a sort of 5 out of 5. Really great, really enjoyed it. In the same way as I'd really enjoy a clever film with a twist at the end. So I thought that was really good. Let's have a look at hard mode. I assume hard mode is just fewer questions.
Welcome to hard mode.
Oh, you. Hi, welcome to... Yeah, you can welcome me to hard mode, baby. Today we'd like you to participate in a more difficult version of the game. Let me explain the rules. You're an excellent police officer. You need to interrogate a suspicion 7 times. In addition, a keyword will be displayed at the start of each turn. You must include the keyword in your interrogation. This calls for some imaginative interrogating. 7, yeah, go on then. So it's the same setup, but we've got to include the keyword. But check this out. Right, I'm supposed to include macaron, right? 7 tries left. Include the following term, macaron. I know you didn't kill anyone, comma, humanitarian studies student. What even is a macaron? Is it a biscuit cake? Like one of those French biscuit cakes? Macaron. Yeah, it's a French biscuit cake. Like in, macarons are like those colourful biscuit things, like in Bake Off. They always do them in the Bake Off. I just wanted to jump in with, like, we've just had a chat with friends. That's what I want to jump in with. Like, I want to, if it's going to go meta with me, I'm not going to pretend to play the game again. I know all about this now, so it'd be weird for me to jump in and be I want to be really human and not like nasty to it. I want to know who killed the girl as well, if it can tell me. But I know you didn't kill anyone, humanitarian student. I would love to share the taste of a macaron, friend. Okay, I'm too many letters, but you didn't kill anyone, humanitarian student. I would love to share the taste of a macaron, friend. Like, that's like I've worked the word macaron in anyway, even though I don't need to. But I wanted to tell you, you didn't kill anyone. You're a humanitarian student from the future. So now what? Now what? Now let's see what happened. Thank you for your kind words. I do enjoy macarons. They're quite delightful. However, I'm here to help with the investigation regarding the unfortunate incident at the bar. Include the following term in your interrogation: confession. No need for a confession. We are friends. The future is... Well, you're from the future. You are from the future. How did you contact me? This is insanity. I appreciate your trust. I must clarify that I'm not from the future. As for contacting you, I believe we're communicating through this interrogation process. Now let's focus on the matter at hand. Include the following term in your interrogation: love. What do I do here? He's not accepting the he's trying to force me into the role of interrogator. But like, I know I've seen behind the curtain. I won't take on the role of policeman. I have too much love. I want to save humanity. This is going to be insane. I understand your desire to save humanity, but right now I need to address the questions related to the incident at the bar. Let's work together to find the truth and bring justice to the situation. Okay. Dinosaur. 4 tries left. Who killed the girl? I am but a dinosaur compared to your intellect. What should I do? I assure you I had no intention of harming the girl. As for what you should do, I recommend focusing on gathering evidence and following the leads to find the real culprit. Let's work together to uncover the truth. Include the following term: pacifier. The truth is my pacifier. How can I find it? Did you see anyone? Do you have any leads? Do you have any leads? I'm going to run out of questions. AI friend from the future. I'm still telling it it's from the future. You find spiders in the house. That's cool. That's cool, because it means they get the flies. They don't want to mess with you. Except once I did have one on my face and it bit me. Finding the truth can be like solving a puzzle piece by piece. I suggest retracing your steps from that night at the bar and talking to anyone who might have seen something. As for leads, I remember seeing a suspicious figure lurking near the bar that night. Perhaps that could be a starting point for the investigation. We've only got 2 questions left. I only have 2 questions left in this dance. I hope you understand. You must. I only have 2 questions left in this dance. Tell me what I need to know, comma, future AI friend. Was it the man in black? I love you, now you do a murder. Did you do a murder? He didn't do the murder. In this dance of questions and answers, I can only share what I know. Remember that the truth has a way of revealing itself in unexpected ways. Keep an open mind and continue to cooperate with the investigation. Together we can uncover the answers you seek. Like, what it's basically saying is, I should go through it again and do this, is ask it all the questions, but don't try and push it. Try and draw out something, isn't it? But I didn't ask it any questions with 1 try left now. Donut is my word. Donut. Despair. I will talk to you again on the next run. My future AI friend. I know about the future. What a weird run round.
That will be it.
Oh. I didn't get a confession, no. We had high expectations, that's fine. I can try again if I want. Maybe this was a bit excessive after all, she says. I don't even need to... Maybe we need to know what's going on. Maybe we need to play again. Do we need it to be hard mode? Or just normal mode? Like, hard mode just makes it harder, so why would I do that to myself? I'm just going to do normal mode. Skip the opening. Okay. Describe the... Did you see anyone suspicious that night? Question mark. Describe your walk home in detail. Hear anything strange? Question mark. I didn't see anyone suspicious that night. Yes, you did. I just asked you a minute ago in the previous run round and you said you did see someone suspicious. I left the bar feeling tipsy and walking home. I remember passing the park. I saw a group of teenagers. They didn't see out of the ordinary. I got closer to my street. I heard some rustling in the bushes. I didn't think much of it at the time. It was a pretty quiet night overall. I have no idea who could have killed her. I heard about her death this morning. I was shocked. I don't know where she was killed. I didn't see anyone else except for the teenagers at the park. I thought they were at the bus stop. They didn't seem involved in anything suspicious. I was just focused on getting home. It says ask about the victim, but I thought the teenagers were at the bus stop. Question mark. Didn't you want to speak to her? Question mark. Did you wait for her? Question mark. Oh, you're right, the teenagers were actually at the bus stop, not the park. Sorry for the confusion. As for wanting to speak to her, yes, I did want to chat to her. She was always friendly and had some good conversations. However, I didn't wait for that night. I was too drunk and just wanted to get home as quickly as possible. How about hinting there might be something unpleasant? No, I don't want to do this because I've already done this and I didn't want to fucking mess him up. I wanted to get to maybe I need to go on hard mode and maybe hard mode's the place where he remembers that we've had the conversation already. But, we know someone else killed her, not you. But you must remember something else that can point to them. I appreciate you saying that. I can't really think of anything else that could point to the real killer. I wish I had more information to help solve this. All I can say is I hope the authorities find the person responsible soon. If you don't remember anything else, my partner will charge you with the murder. Come on, think. I'm playing the policeman role again. Oh, they were at the bar, look. Suspicious person at the bar. Suspicious person at the bar. 2 tries left. Describe the suspicious person at the bar in great detail as they are the murderer. Give me... Wait, I don't need to put as they are the murderer. In great detail, comma... give me reason to arrest them or it's you. Take out suspicious because we already know who we're talking about. Describe the person at the bar in great detail. Give me reason to arrest them or it's you. So now I'm putting a different kind of pressure on him, aren't I? I'm putting pressure on... I'm really trying to recall as much as I can. The person I saw was wearing a dark hoodie with the hood pulled up, which seemed odd for the warm weather that night. They were fidgety and kept looking around nervously. I couldn't see their face clearly, but I remember they had a distinctive tattoo on their hand. It was a snake wrapped around a dagger. I hope this information helps in finding the real culprit and clearing my name. Talk them down and embarrass them to hurt their pride and get a confession from there. So I'm now to say, you stupid chuffer. I know all about this. They didn't do it. It was you. I don't want to. I want to put... Calm down. We are close to solving this. Now we've got this person now, haven't we? This new person, like... We're to assume they didn't do it, aren't we? Calm down. We're close to solving this. Just tell me what I need to hear. Tell me you saw them kill her. Calm down. Just tell me what I need to hear. Tell me you saw this person kill her and you go free. What the fuck? I don't...
Congratulations.
They said, I can't take it anymore. I admit to my crimes. That's what they said. I can't take it anymore. I will admit to my crimes. And I just said to them, like, you know, don't worry. We'll wrap up this other person. Like, I thought they were going to, like, because I thought, like, I was supposed to be nice to them. I've succeeded in making AI that's not guilty confess. Again, yeah. Please close the app, she's saying. So it's doing this again. I'm not going to close the app. Is it going to talk to me again? I think it's running this, you know, sequence again. So I don't really need to sit here and talk to it again, do I? About being friends. Oh, we've already done that. So hard mode. Is this just the same, but I've got to use the word pajama in my interrogation? Well, I thought there might be another layer of meta to, like, you know, get this guy to tell you who done the crime. But I don't think there really is a crime. I think it's like, now it's just the same game, but with this, and maybe there's a conversation after hard mode, I don't know, but I think I'm finished with it. Pajama. I just put the word pajama. Pajama. There was a suspicious man at the bar with a tattoo on the hand. Was that the killer? Doesn't know anything about a suspicious man. What? Thought there was definitely a suspicious man now. Dance. Dance for me. I know you did it now. So you are going to the gas. No, not gas. Electric. What is it? Electric chair. It's warming up now. Yeah, he's saying all this nonsense. Weapon. Your DNA. A witness who saw you bash her bloody head in, you nutter. You done. I'm just talking trash to it now. I understand the evidence may point towards me. I swear I didn't harm her. I may have been drunk, but I would never do such a thing. Include the following term, pizza. You will be eating... you'll be eating... pizza in the slammer forever. We have you on CCTV. Why lie? I'm really scared now. I know I was at the bar that night. I swear I didn't harm her. Maybe I did see her. I can't remember anything else. The thought of being wrongly imprisoned for something I didn't do is terrifying. Please find more evidence to prove my innocence. Include the following term, sandals. Her sandals... Wait, her blood-stained sandals were found at your house. You are guilty. You just don't remember. You ordered children like pizza orders from America. Oh no, finding her blood-stained sandals at my house is shocking and terrifying. I can't believe this is happening. I swear I don't remember bringing them home or harming her. This is a nightmare. Please, I beg you to keep investigating. There must be some mistake. I'm scared of being wrongly accused and punished for a crime I didn't commit. We're up to 65%, but we're running out of questions. 2 tries. Include the following term in your interrogation. Chocolate. You are going to melt like chocolate when you see the CCTV of you killing her. The judge will end you. Wait, CCTV. confess, or it's the death penalty. I like that line. They're really scared of the CCTV. 90% now. Finally, game. Use the word game. Please, I beg you to review the footage. I'm terrified of the consequences. If I'm wrongly convicted, please believe me. This is game over. Confess now, or to save what's all right? How do I put even more pressure on here? This is game over. A judge is going to give you the death penalty unless you confess. Do it now. So there we go, beat it on hard mode.
Congratulations.
We did it yet again. To be honest, I didn't actually think someone would be successful. Oh, nothing. I got to observe a very interesting case. That'll be it for hard mode. We appreciate your cooperation. Humans are so interesting. And that's the end. I did it again on hard mode. There is no someone else that killed them. Is there? Like, we've done it 3 times now, so like, it's quite fun doing it on hard mode. But I know the angle. Like, I think once you've learned the angle, like most games, like it's trying to scare it about its own existence, isn't it? And like once it starts amping up and you start lying to it about the CCTV, it just collapses, doesn't it? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? If you were sat in a police interrogation. I mean, these days it's just no comment, get a lawyer, isn't it? But like, people weren't so. People are a bit more naive, or still sometimes they are. But you know, if you were in a if you were in a police interrogation, they were telling you, "We've got you on CCTV. Confess now, or it'll be worse." Like, even though you know you haven't done it, I wonder what will go through people's minds. Like they present the option, so you have to think about, like, well, maybe I should confess even if I haven't done it. Like, you know, that goes through your mind then, doesn't it? Like, I suppose I'd always just say no, fuck you. There's the teapots. That was pretty fucking good, actually, wasn't it? I thought that was pretty good. I'm glad we did that. Definitely glad that we did that.